Welcome to my home. We're going to answer some questions for you today. I got all your questions from the video. You asked a lot of good stuff. We're going to go through them. For my helper for this video, we're going to use my sister, Sydney. The lovely Sydney Pushak.
Hey, guys.
You can call her the Bydney. So coffee on a Tuesday and...
Vlog 52.
Yeah! All right, you guys asked a lot of great questions here. We're going to go through a couple of them. We're going to answer as many as we can, as quickly as we can, and hopefully we can get through as many as possible. Who is your favorite philosopher and why? Albert Camus. Albert Camus, the myth of Sisyphus and the Rebel. Those are the two that really have influenced me the most. Name some not so popular YouTube channels that you would recommend. Well, I have one channel.
Not so popular.
I have one channel that's really not so popular that I think you guys would love. It's called Nick Pushak.
Oh, yes, Nick Pushak. Check it out.
Our dad does a YouTube channel. He makes sandcastles
sandcastles.
in the summer. Just subscribe to him. It'll make him happy. Sports? This is what I got to say about that.
The lob. A jam! Oh, what a monster jam by DeAndre Jordan!
What is your favorite book you've read in the past year? The Fault in Our Stars. Any advice for someone who is, for lack of a better term, still searching for what they love in life?
I think that if people have a passion for something that may not, for example, writing, that's not going to pay the bills, that they don't do it.
That might not pay the bills.
That might not pay the bills. They don't do it, and then they just go for the job that's going to pay the bills. So...
Yeah, I think there's a lot of hobbies that you get that you think that you just sort of enjoy. You think you could never turn it into a career just because of the way that you were raised or the way that you think. Everything that you do that you love can be turned into a career if you do it creatively enough. Of the ancient Greek philosophers, who was the most awesome and why? Plato, because he was the best writer. How is your brain, the way your mind works, and your worldview different now than when you were 18?
What? Because now you're 24.
I think the big difference between
talk
when I
with
was...
your hand.
The difference, I think, is that now I am willing to be wrong to make someone happy, whereas when I was 18, I was obsessed with being right and the truth.
Oh, that is so true.
So now I think the best thing that you can do...
So true. You always had to be right.
The best thing that you can do and learn, the hardest thing to learn, is that sometimes it's right to be wrong if it makes the other person happy. Were you afraid of moving out on your own, and was it an easy adjustment?
No.
God, I wanted to move out so bad when I came to college.
You moved to Portland, Oregon.
Well,
you
after
wanted
college,
to move
I
out
went to
so
Portland.
Bad.
Yeah, I just didn't want to live at home anymore.
I tell that to people.
And my relationship with my parents has become exponentially better since I moved out. So, fly the coop, man. Get out.
Yeah.
What are your tips on starting a vlogging channel? Good audio. Who is your favorite Pokemon? Charizard. No question, Charizard. He's the most powerful, and you can't beat him. Favorite movies? Raging Bull.
Favorite movies?
Anything by Tarkovsky. 2001: A Space Odyssey. Once Upon a Time in the West. Look who it is.
What's a movie?
It's the duty.
What's a movie I really like? I don't even know.
Are you progressive or conservative? Are you Democrat or Republican? You probably could guess this. I'm a left of center Democrat, which means
Same.
really close to the center, but on the left. Basically exactly what President Obama is. Do you follow any other vlogs on YouTube? Of course.
Yeah.
I follow the Vlog Brothers,
Wheezy
Waiter, Zay Frank, I love.
Nick Pushak.
Nick Pushak. PBS Idea Channel, I love. Vsauce. There's just a few. Brierly Bishop. Great vloggers.
I'm only
people I aspire
to
to be like.
his.
How do you prevent procrastination? Actually, let me answer that question
Well, you
later.
procrastinate.
What is your driving force? Comfort, knowledge, revenge? For me, it's friendship. Name your top 3 bands. The Beatles,
The Beatles.
Sly and the Family Stone, and Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. Beer or spirits? What's your favorite poison?
What?
Scotch. What are your religious beliefs? Atheist. What is your favorite novel of all time and why? The Viraconium Cycle by M. John Harrison. Read it. My favorite book and the book that's had the most influence on me.
Jesse
People
Compton.
don't know who M. John Harrison is, and he's the best writer of this generation. If you could live in a movie and be a certain character in a movie for a short period of time,
Oh, I still haven't thought of my
who
favorite
would it be
movie.
and why? I would be Rick Deckard in Blade Runner. Why? Why not? How important was your education in your career?
Let's talk about grades.
Well, grades.
Let's talk about grades.
Grades don't matter. I used to
matter.
go on tours of my college and tell the kids who are thinking about going to BU that grades don't matter.
Let's break it down though. If you want to be a doctor,
A lawyer,
or
anything that requires grades
matter.
Well, when I discovered grades didn't matter, I didn't really try that hard in college.
And then once I discovered that what he said made sense, I didn't try that hard in college.
Yes.
And we both have great jobs now.
Do you believe in true love? Well, we were talking about this earlier. I don't. If you're asking, do I believe that love is true and real? Then yes. If you're asking, do I believe in there's a soulmates for all of us? No.
No?
I don't think there's soulmates.
There's not a soulmates. You don't think mom and dad are soulmates?
No. I think this idea that there's like this other puzzle piece soul out there for you to meet that's searching through the world is insane, an insane idea. Also, I think that how to come so many have met each other. There's so many people in the world. God really put the puzzle pieces close together.
Yeah.
Advice for college freshmen and aspiring writers. Okay, here's my advice for aspiring writers. Learn how to deal with hating yourself. Writing.
Oh, that's great advice.
Writing in the first weeks and months is going to be a lot of hating yourself. Probably 6 out of the 7 days that you write, if you write all week, you'll hate yourself. That number will slowly shrink over time, and what you can do is really look forward to the days when you think your writing is good. But you're always going to have those days when you think your writing is terrible, and a lot of what stops writers once they start is not being able to get through those periods of days when what you think you write is really shit, because it is really shit in the beginning.
But maybe you should get a second opinion. What if you think your writing is really good, but it's really not that good?
Always get a second opinion. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses? I think the answer is obvious.
One horse-sized
Duck. Or 100 duck-sized horses.
100 duck-sized horses.
I think there's no argument about this. It's 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah.
Because you just mow them down.
Right, because they're duck-sized.
You take a golf
and you
golf
swing
club
them,
and you just fucking mow them down.
one after the other. Ow.
Sorry. It would be
Size
terrifying to face
horse.
a duck-sized horse.
Yeah.
Or no, it'd be terrifying to face a horse-sized duck. Think about this.
A horse.
This is what
A horse-sized.
Yeah. That's what it's doing. What is the bravest thing you've ever done? The bravest thing I ever did was tell my friends that I love them. Why do you have to make everything sound dramatic, like there's always some deeper meaning to it when there isn't? What are you talking about? Thanks so much to the Bydney for staying in these with me.
He asked me to do it.
Thanks so much for the Bydney for joining us for this. This was a lot of fun. We're going to do it again in the future, I promise. And we will see you next time.
Next time. Bye.
Peace. Do you have any hidden talents? I can unicycle.
What?
I think that person just wanted to tell me that they could unicycle.
Oh, they said I can unicycle.
I can't unicycle.
Oh.
Or can I?
No, you can't.